Everything's packed. I push open the window, which was sealed shut for the past 10 or so days. The safe house appears to be an ordinary apartment that's perched above the lively streets. Energy rushes in with the scorching sunlight, and my gaze drifts to the banners swaying above the parade. On them are words like Valerio Horse Racing, Regal Equestrian Products on sale now, fit for any sovereign. If this mission hadn't thrown me a curveball, I'd be on a vacation with Sylus right now. I should buy some horse riding gear as I'm leaving. I'm not sure if he'll like it though. The rhythm's off. Whoever's out there isn't a hunter. Making sure my footsteps don't make any sounds, I hurry toward the door. Worried, I glance at the bandages wrapped around my left arm. The door swings open, and the visitor leans against the door frame with a bouquet nestled in his arms.
You want to get tagged, sweetie? Go for it. He likes that.
Sylus! I throw myself into his arms. Absolute joy washes over me as I cling to Sylus's neck.
And he likes this even more.
Why did you decide to give me a surprise visit?
Someone needed to be captured so I could collect what I'm owed. You stood me up and took your sweet time coming back. Is this your new house?
So, Mr. Debt Collector knew my mission would end today and traveled all the way here to get me. I kiss his cheek, and the resounding "moi" reaches my ears. Surprised yet clearly savoring it, Sylus quirks an eyebrow.
Someone's rather proactive about settling her debts. But I'll admit, I wanted to see what sort of trouble my favorite hunter was busy with.
He places the bouquet into the space between my body and my arm that's in a sling. I sigh. There was a small problem. Everyone's in the net. Mission complete. Captain Jenna gave our team an extended leave. The dozen or so colleagues in front of me reveal tired smiles. Head back to Lincoln without me. I'll submit the final report and catch up with all of you tonight. Over 2 weeks ago, I took the Mobile Vanguard on a string of missions against Ashes, a brutal, shadowy organization that sells illegal protocore weapons. Tracking down their labs and warehouses led us all the way to Valerio, which is thousands of miles away from Lincoln City. My left arm was injured during an ambush. But persistence pays off. Last night, the association closed in and arrested the leader of Ashes. These were the toughest enemies I've dealt with so far. Chasing them wasted a lot of time. It ruined our vacation plans. Sylus gently presses his fingers against my furrowed brow.
No wonder you're like a wilted flower. And I doubt it was a small problem.
I hear the soft sound of footsteps outside. My eyes dart to Sylus's and his hand closes over mine before I can reach for my gun.
There are only 6 people. They're not worth fighting in your current state.
Who could they be? I wave my right hand at Sylus. One hand is more than enough. Besides, this is my field of expertise.
It's good that you can be so commanding, Captain.
Once those unidentified attackers are dealt with, Sylus takes me to the bathroom to re-bandage my left arm. Who were they? Sylus, can you be a little gentler, please?
I'll try. Now look at this.
He passes me his phone. On the screen is a bounty that's listed on the dark web. In the spot where the target is listed, my photograph is present. The reward has a dizzying string of zeros.
Those people had different gear, so they weren't working together. But all of them are vicious hyenas who will do anything for the right price. Whoever posted this bounty must really hate you, Captain.
It's from Ashes. But we took them out this morning.
I guess a pesky rat slipped out of your net.
Sylus motions for me to scroll down. I swipe the screen and pull up the intel he collected. Codename Grey Mist, formerly a veteran protocol researcher who fled once he was caught synthesizing high-risk protocols, joined Ashes.
He's their second in command. He stayed in the shadows after joining them. For conniving vermin like him to crawl out and bare his fangs, you must have made Ashes miserable for the past 2 weeks.
I scoff and lift my injured left arm. They messed up my arm and led me on a wild goose chase. Do they really expect me to be merciful?
Sweetie, you'll be in a cast for a few more months if you keep thrashing around like that.
Sylus pushes me back against the sink counter and finishes wrapping the bandage. He ties a bow as his finishing touch.
There. What do you think?
Speechless, I stare at the crooked bow. Sylus, your bandaging technique has a lot of room for improvement.
You can vent out your frustration on me, but don't drag the bow into it. Now then, what's the plan?
Tell the association about Grey Mist getting away, of course. I reply without a second thought. Can the gentleman with 2 functioning hands kindly help me activate my hunter's watch?
My talents are being wasted on a poorly delegated task. But I'll indulge you.
He quickly agrees. However, his fingers caress the exposed skin on my left wrist. It tickles and I laugh. Hurry up!
I can't find the watch. Where did you put it?
One glance at his expression tells me he's messing around again. I lower my head and bump it against his shoulder. Sylus!
Your feistiness never changes.
He carefully moves my secured left arm out of the way while my fingers dance across the screen. I type my report with one hand. I look up. With his arms folded, Sylus quietly stands and studies my face. I'm not sure how long he's been watching me.
Captain, you're done with your report. Can you tell Sylus what you plan to do with him now?
This isn't the end. We'll stay here for now.
I thought you'd listen to orders. You were told to return to Lincoln, after all.
I'm officially on vacation now. Where I spend it is up to me.
Sorry, sweetie. Your debt collector is calling the shots now. And your time is mine. Valerio is hosting a horse race. It's perfect for a nice getaway.
We can buy some tack and fly back to Lincoln later tonight?
That's not an option. I'm here to collect debts. Do you really think horse riding gear alone is enough? I like this place. It's a good vacation spot.
You want us to stay here? But I have a bounty. The association might want me to lie low in Lincoln.
That won't be necessary. So long as I can keep you safe, the location is irrelevant.
He gently taps my bandaged arm.
I wouldn't say this compromised safe house is good for our vacation, though. Follow me. I know of a better place.
In the evening, we arrive at Sylus's private estate in Valerio. Isn't your collection of houses a bit much?
This place is a little outdated, but the area around it is quiet and mostly safe. No one will disturb us.
Although he said the residence is a little outdated, the estate is steeped in centuries of history. There's even a breathtaking fresco on the domed ceiling. The interior blends classical elegance with opulence. Masterpieces and antiques grace every corner.
It belonged to a family, or should I say, a distinguished one with 100-year history.
That explains why I feel like I'm in a museum.
The real exhibit should be their century of infighting and political intrigue. Tales of murder, lust, and hoarding wealth that bordered on obsession. Aren't those more captivating than these lifeless relics?
I narrow my eyes at him. Someone else's ancestral home? Sylus, can you tell me how you got it?
Oh no. Our captain is at her lowest in her career. Is she thinking about using me to get extra cash?
I told you I'm following the mission objective given to me by the association.
I know, Captain. You're biding your time because of the bigger picture.
He pats my head and continues to guide me deeper into the mansion.
This residence was gambled away. Old fossils couldn't protect their family's legacy, so they crawled to me for help. They even dressed it up in the guise of cooperation.
So, they bartered this estate for your protection.
When they took their seats at the table, they didn't think they had to raise the stakes.
His expression radiates unwavering confidence. It's the look of someone who always claims what he wants and basks in the satisfaction of a fulfilled desire.
Greedy souls want to sweep all the chips off the table. It's only a coincidence that I want to do the same thing.
Ah, yes. Another classic case of Sylus taking what Sylus wants.
How could I possibly refuse a victory that feeds my greed?
You make it sound simple. Most people are restrained by their abilities or rules. They can't get everything they want. We stop before one of the bedrooms. Sylus smiles, intrigued.
Limitations aside, one must first acknowledge their desire to satisfy it. Yet, most are incapable of perceiving the full scope of their desires. Can they even talk about what it means to be satisfied?
Seeing their desires, huh? Deep in thought, my attention drifts to a folding screen by the window. I push it aside and a winding spiral staircase that leads downward is revealed. Graceful, Sylus holds out his hand and beckons for me.
This leads to the heart of the mansion. Do you want to see it?
We make our way down and find a treasure vault hidden under the estate. It stands in stark contrast to the refined elegance above. Gold, silver, and gems have been haphazardly scattered. In the shadows, they rest in sparkling mounds. It's definitely a glittering heart. I almost can't believe a family with this much wealth crumbled because of a single bet.
Money couldn't satisfy all of their desires. The more they craved, the more they lost. Their motives are understandable. Too bad they chose the wrong opponent.
Deep within a cave, a natural hot spring fills the air with warm steam. I dip my right hand into the water and a gentle heat seeps into my fingertips. At least this hot spring can grant my greatest wish right now. I can relax after 2 whole weeks of tension. Just as I'm ready to dive in, he wraps an arm around my waist and lifts me.
There are plenty of ways to unwind. The hot spring can wait until you're fully healed.
Grey Mist, didn't the association already put you on leave?
I just can't leave things as they are right now. This is obviously a personal grudge.
The association got the intel and is already on it. Your highest priority right now is staying safe and focusing on recovering.
I hang up, but sleep refuses to appear as I toss and turn. If I use what I know about ashes, I might find Grey Mist sooner. I sigh and roll over to face Sylus, who's sleeping through a book.
What's wrong, sweetie? The mattress isn't to your liking.
The 100-year-old bed in the master bedroom is supposedly a priceless royal antique. It has nothing to do with the bed.
Don't tell me it's the person keeping you company.
I flip over once more and sprawl across his chest.
You're injured. Stop squirming. Just stay lying down.
I'm not made of glass. See? Even with one arm, I'm still quite nimble. To back up my claim, I sit up.
Wait!
Sylus, I think your 100-year-old bed is broken.
I'm glad this confirms that even when you're injured, you're still good at wreaking havoc.
One of the legs has snapped off. Since sleeping is out of the question, I drag Sylus into helping me fix it. One-handed repairs are a nightmare. Frustrated, I brace the leg with my knee and drive the nail into the wood with more force than what's required.
Are you repairing the bed? Or letting it feel the wrath of a kitten?
Having been caught, I drop the hammer and sit down cross-legged next to him. At least it doesn't dodge and run away like Grey Mist when hit. To be honest, this mission keeps me up at night. I can't sleep or eat. I thought it was over, but then someone escaped and slapped a bounty on me. It'd be surprising if I was still in a good mood. Sylus, what would you do if something this irritating happened to you?
My approach wouldn't exactly work for a hunter like you.
Fair point. You'll deal with it on the spot, not sit around and fume like me.
If you stepped away from the rules you cling to, you'd see this problem is rather simple.
I lie down on the floor. I'm sprawled out like a starfish. Maybe, but what I really need to do is rescue my heart from ruminations. To my surprise, Sylus joins me. He stretches out his long legs.
That's easy. I can guarantee you'll sleep well, since this mansion has over a dozen bedrooms to choose from. We'll find a bed you like, and save your heart from the clutches of grumpiness.
I roll over to rest on top of him. I snuggle up against his chest. Then I choose this one. It's perfect.
Good choice. You often sleep well on it.
Neither of us talks in the comfortable silence. My eyes are closed, and I mentally comb through everything I know about ashes. I should contact data analysis tomorrow and figure out our next steps. I rest for the next few days and piece together the new intel and mission details into comprehensive reports. My data analysis colleagues use them to steadily figure out Grey Mist's whereabouts. The latest message pops up, and my heart jumps with joy. He's been hiding in Valerio this whole time, to be right under our noses.
Judging by that look on your face, there's good news.
We have a rough idea about where Grey Mist is hiding.
The team that's supposed to catch him hasn't even been deployed here. But you've been on edge for days.
I'm not used to being pushed into the sidelines. My anxiety eases and my spirits are lifted. Then I see Sylus is holding my jacket. I raise an eyebrow. Are we heading out?
Sylus, we need to save my heart pronto. Let's eat the best, most authentic lasagna tomorrow. A little bit of good news is all it takes to make your sour grumpiness vanish. We don't need the lasagna.
You promised to treat me to a feast. You can't back out now.
I thought I could save some money today since nothing seemed to please you lately.
I wouldn't dream of making people think you're broke. My appetite's back, so I'll have one of everything on the menu.
Are you sure?
The restaurant is brimming with Valerio's local charm. All sorts of dishes cover the table, and a magnificent lasagna sits at the center.
This is our house specialty, a bona fide 1,000-layer lasagna. It lives up to its name with its sauce and ingredients.
I gape at the lasagna mountain before sucking in a breath. Sylus takes his time wiping his hands with a napkin. There's a teasing glint in his eyes.
Don't just stare at it. Dig in.
The rich, creamy cheese mingling with the smoky char of beef ribs is irresistible. I waste no time in savoring the food. Each bite sends a wave of warm contentment. It washes over my taste buds and reaches the depths of my soul. They say the stomach is where emotions rest. Good food really does work wonders for your mood.
Oh, then this was money well spent. Sir, can you bring over another plate of lasagna for the lady?
I swiftly shove a cheese roll into his mouth to silence him. Sylus, aren't you indulging my appetite a little too much?
You can be greedier. Go on. Tell me your desires. I'll satisfy all of them.
He picks up his phone, glances at the screen, and quirks an eyebrow. Something has caught his interest. What happened?
Your bounty has been doubled.
Will this never end? The bliss from our meal evaporates and is replaced with pure annoyance at the persistent harassment.
So, Lady Hunter with a bounty, would you like to meet Grey Mist face to face? Will it help you digest your meal?
I'd be lying if I said Sylus's proposal wasn't tempting. Gritting my teeth, I fold my arms and let out a cold scoff. I don't need to lift a finger. He won't be running around for much longer. I'm not in a hurry.
I see. We'll have to burn the calories another way then. Pity.
Sylus takes me to a private racecourse. It's horse racing season, and the place is decked out in exquisite decorations. The warm-up is over. On his horse, Sylus raises his chin in my direction.
You'll mess up your neck if you keep staring at that watch, sweetie. Shall we race for old time's sake?
He looks too confident. It's as if he already won. To warn him, I narrow my eyes. Sure, but you can't whistle to control my horse.
You're giving me too much credit. I don't know any of the fine steeds here.
If I win, I'm taking 3 treasures from your vault.
All right. If I win, your annoying hunter's watch is off whenever we're together.
Beat me first, then we'll talk. Ha! I dig my heels into my horse's side to make it gallop. Damn it! I'm going to lose to him again! Beads of sweat splatter onto the saddle that's scorched by the sun. I squint at Sylus, who's already crossed the finish line. I've suffered 3 losses in a row. Exhausted, I catch my breath. Sylus eases his horse to a stop. It seems he's ready to end things here, so I lean over and snatch his reins. Again!
You still can't bring yourself to admit defeat.
Sylus gets off his horse and crosses his arms. He tilts his head toward me.
Your expression doesn't belong to someone who wants to win. It's more like you want to sink your teeth into me. Or swallow me whole.
His smugness makes me grit my teeth. I leap off my horse, yank his arm toward me, and bite.
You actually bit me.
With a serious expression, he presses down on my head.
You're riled up, sweetie. Is it just because you lost?
Of course I'd be angry about losing multiple times. I can be competitive.
Really? Aren't you holding something else back? Like those other desires that haven't been satisfied?
I'm momentarily stunned, but Sylus suddenly smacks the horse beside him. It bolts like an arrow that was released from a bow.
Pesky flies are buzzing again. Let's send the horse away first.
In my periphery, shadows dart across a nearby rooftop. That's when I realize it. Sylus, over there! He turns and pulls me with him to stand behind the stable's wall. The gunfire stops. Sylus uncurls his fingers, and a shower of bullet casings falls to the ground. It's them again?
Their prey's price tag went up. It's only natural for more hyenas to salivate over you.
The fury I've been bottling up is ignited. I can't hold it back any longer. Cooperating with the association and staying put doesn't mean I'll accept hyenas hounding me.
Your face is red. Then again, they did deliver themselves to our doorstep. Do it, sweetie. Unleash your desire for vengeance.
Days of suppressed emotions burst free. We don't hold back this time. Once those lowlifes are dealt with, I fall onto the racecourse's soft grass.
How do you feel?
I'm tired. I don't have the energy to bite you.
Those negative feelings won't completely disappear after one session of venting. The mastermind is still alive and kicking, and tossing money around.
It's clear that Sylus is talking about Grey Mist. I think for a few minutes before meeting his gaze. Sylus, you knew about his current location this whole time?
You've been investigating his whereabouts for a while now. I'm just giving the process a little push.
Take me to him.
I was waiting for you to say that. But making you open your mouth isn't easy.
Sylus smiles and a small tracker materializes in his palm.
What's the plan, Captain?
It won't be anything fancy. We'll charge in and drag Grey Mist out of his hiding place.
Oh, we're going to break the rules now. I thought you wanted to stay on the sidelines.
Sir, you could have said that without an eager expression. You look like you can't wait to be my partner in crime.
I've been itching to get down and dirty ever since you started pouting and punching the bed.
You said I should step away from the rules I cling to. Then this problem would be simple.
So I can satisfy your desire? I'd be more than happy to oblige.
The tracker leads us to a villa in the suburbs. Sylus and I head straight for Grey Mist's hideout. who defeat the grunts at full speed and finally reach the room where Grey Mist is holed up in. Tightly bound by Sylus's evil, Grey Mist reveals a terrified expression. He's desperately trying to run. I grab his chin and compare his face to the photo on file. They match.
You're that hunter! Damn it! Why haven't those worthless?
Yeah, I'm the hunter you put a bounty on. I aim my gun at Grey Mist. Sylus is behind me, and his low voice rumbles into my ear.
He won't be scurrying off anymore. Do whatever you want to him.
My finger applies a small amount of pressure on the trigger.
Why aren't you shooting? He used everything to get his revenge. You don't want to return the favor. Don't you want his life?
If I kill him here...
You can do that. I promise your association will never find out. At this moment, you aren't restrained by any rules. The choice is yours.
There aren't any consequences I should be concerned over. Now, all I need to think about is my desire. Do I really want to kill him? My firearm's barrel is pointing at Grey Mist's skull. I take a deep breath and listen to my instincts. The bullet whizzes past Grey Mist's left ear. 3 bullets whistle. They graze his arm, waist, and thigh in quick succession. Paralyzed from fear, Grey Mist's body violently shakes.
Your marksmanship has improved. You're practically tracing silhouettes. Or, should I say, your aim has worsened.
The man stares at me, his eyes wide with terror. He's shaking uncontrollably. You did say I could do whatever I want with him. Sylus arches an eyebrow as I put my gun back in its holster. It's hard to believe someone this spineless survived in ashes.
On the bright side, your association won't struggle with prying information out of him.
I take a step and hit the back of Grey Mist's skull with my gun's buttstock. He collapses and falls unconscious. I exhale and release the weight that's been sitting on my chest. He won't be waking up anytime soon. It'll be more than enough for the association to stop by and wrap things up. Back at the mansion, I plop onto the sofa. Sylus leans over me and I smile at him. It's the most relaxed smile I've had in days.
Sleep, food, revenge. We can cross them off your desire checklist. Do you want to race again? It'll satisfy your competitiveness.
Sylus's tone makes me laugh. I wrap my arms around his neck and he picks me up from the sofa. I'll have to pick something I'm actually good at then. Besides, there's still one more thing. Don't tell me you forgot.
You're thinking about my hot spring.
He knows what I'm talking about. So, he carries me to the wardrobe and pulls out 2 sets of clothes.
Here, go change.
I stare at the lavish yet alarmingly skimpy outfit. My eyes widen. Is this a 100-year-old garment? It won't disintegrate as soon as I blink, right?
It was custom made, and it arrived this morning. You can also be naked. I'm the only one here,
I slap my hand over his mouth, jump away, grab the clothes, and run. I finish changing and see Sylus is already in the hot spring. I sit down next to him and ease my legs into the water. Relaxing in the hot springs really is the best choice for a vacation. Nothing else can be this relaxing. A content sigh escapes me. Sylus, lifts his arms, glistening because of the water, and places them along the pool's edge.
Getting here took a while. But now it feels like we're on vacation.
In the haze, I can see he's in a good mood. His half-lidded eyes and the subtle smile playing at his lips are proof of that. I cup water in my hands, let it cascade down his shoulder, and watch the droplets trace his muscles. I grin. So you knew my mission put me in a bad mood this whole time? Is that why you showed up with flowers?
Who knows? You and I are kindred spirits. Guessing what's on your mind isn't difficult.
I loop my arms around his neck and lean toward his ear. It's time for an interrogation. Then, why didn't you tell me sooner?
I thought all kittens sniff and run around in circles until they're ready to choose.
Just as I'm about to sink my teeth into him, Sylus catches my chin.
You can be bolder when I'm here. Tell me about all those desires that stir inside you. Let them out.
He lowers his gaze, his thumb settling on my lower lip. He slowly increases the pressure.
I'm curious. Why didn't you kill him?
A flood of reasons rushes through my mind. I open my mouth and reach for the one that matters the most. I wanted revenge, but I didn't want to...
You didn't want to be controlled by desire. Am I right?
If it were you, can you tell the difference between satisfying desire and being enslaved by it?
I don't need to make that distinction. After all, desire is mine to command.
A familiar, mesmerizing crimson gleam flickers in his right eye. I can't resist tracing the area around it. His eyelashes gently brush against my fingertips. You're quite confident, Mr. Sylus.
And whenever you want to be a bad girl, you can't hide that look in your eyes.
His hand holds the back of my neck as he makes me move closer to him. He gently nips my nose.
There's only one desire I'm willing to yield to.
His fingertip slowly trails down and stops at where my heart is. I tremble, noticing how his skin is hotter than the water.
It's relentless, intense, and nearly impossible to restrain.
I grasp Sylus's shoulders and create a sliver of space between us as I struggle to steady my breathing. You're being cryptic. You still haven't told me what that desire you yield to actually is.
Do you want to find out?
The finals of the Valerio horse race will be held today. While waiting for it to start, I get a video call from Simone.
Good news! We tracked down the rat who escaped your net. The place was spotless, though. Someone beat us to it, and Grey Mist was thrown into some room.
I guess criminals turn on one another, eventually.
We've talked enough about work. How's your injury?
It's healed. As you can see, it's as good as new.
It looks like you're having fun. Where are you, though? You won't return to Lincoln for your vacation?
I grin at the man strolling toward me with an oversized bucket of popcorn. He lazily glances at me. Not yet. I bumped into my debt collector and he refuses to let me go until we experience everything on our itinerary.
Huh? You have a debt collector?
The hunter's watch is turned off. and the man at the scene of the crime immediately shoves a piece of popcorn into my mouth.
Stay focused, sweetie. The race is starting. You sent me away for popcorn and forgot you agreed to not touch that watch when you're with me.
The memory of losing 3 races in a row ruins my good mood. I pout and Sylus pokes my cheek.
Keep your word, Hunter.
I point at a horse that's on the track. I'm ready to issue a challenge. Do you want to make another bet, Sylus? I'm putting my money on that horse. If you lose, your treasure vault is mine. Deal? Sylus hugs me and nonchalantly sinks into the sofa with ease.
Here we go again.
Well, what's your answer?
I'm game.